On this morning's morning sprint. So we are growth-driven, entrepreneurial people, and we want to make life happen. Not let life make us happen, but we want to make life happen. So we are talking about cash money. Does cash money bring joy to your life? Does it bring happiness? And this is research-based. We actually have an entire course on this in our business development program. So if you're interested in really learning the science, or maybe you're hearing something and you're like, yeah, it's baloney, there is actual hard data behind this. So money does it buy? Can it buy happiness? Research says, yes, to an extent. Once your basic human needs are covered, they have found that the dopamine, the happy hormone in your brain, will light up if, like, you buy yourself something you want, like a Rolex or a car or a thing or whatnot. If there's a story behind that, it's a little bit longer term happiness. So if, like, you've always wanted a Corvette since you were a little kid, your dad collected them, and there was some kind of emotional attachment to that, then the dopamine is a little bit higher. But it's like 2 or 3 days. I kid you not. Now, again, if you could relive an experience every time you got into that car, there would be a small dopamine release. But pretty much what they found is that lotto winners, it's a true statement, lotto winners have the same level of happiness for things that paraplegics do after 3 years of winning the lotto. Think about that. Okay, so why do people, and we see millionaires all the time, people with huge financial abundance, they got 10 homes, all these things, we see them, they don't have lower depression rates, they don't not commit suicide, they have the same issues as people of normal means. Okay, so why, and what I wanted to research and talk to you about is, so why do people of high means, like John Maxwell comes into play? The guy's like darn near 80, he might even be 80. And this guy continues to work his business. Tony Robbins continues to work his business, like insane amounts. Why do they do that? It has zero to do with money. Here is what the research found. So we already told you we could spend our money on things. That's the lowest satisfaction or the lowest happiness. We could spend it on experiences. Experiences can be relived. That's a little bit higher on the happiness. But what they found is when you give it away, when you give something away, your brain goes crazy. It's the difference between happiness and joy. All right. So when you are not living in scarcity and you're living in abundance and you're able to give more, that's why these people do it. It is the most addictive drug that they can have. Now, yeah, they still buy themselves things, and that's fine. You might be like, oh, shoot, man, what are you talking about? I got to give it all away to experience happiness. I worked so hard. No, I'm not. I'm saying, hey, go buy your things if you're a thing person. Go buy your cars. You know, and we all have different things that we want to spend on. I love experiences. I like creating like experiences for people. That lights me up. So definitely do these things. But see how you feel when you just give it away selflessly without any expectations in return. You will literally be lit up. And that is why the average self-made millionaire never stops. They never stop. They're probably living their purpose, passion, and calling, so they never work really a day in their life, but they're able to get rid of the frustrations because they have that drug of giving. So give it a try and maybe let that be your motivator. Be like, you know what, I'm comfortable, I'm good, I really don't need to work my business, Jesse. Well, someone else might need you to work it for them. It's not just about giving from, the money. It's not just about like writing a check. Someone might need to see your story. Someone might need to give your story. You can share your story. So there's a lot of different ways that you can give. But if you're just kind of living in that mediocrity land, man, go and reach your potential and share that with other people. Be like, hey, yeah, I used to live in mediocrity. And now, because I went all in on myself, because I used my God-given talents, because I climbed up the rest of that second mountain, I am now sharing this with you. And since I can do it, I know you can do it. Build that belief. You're a hope dealer and a belief builder for others. So challenge that, go and use some of your abundance, your abundant energy, your abundant finances, your abundant wisdom, and just start sharing it and see how you feel. Share it. I'd love to see that. And thanks for tuning in today.